Thank you for your assistance. We have an issue here in Waynesville with prioritizing memorials. We had a minority mayor here who experienced some issues, as well as I, when it came to racism. And what happened was there was a traffic incident near Store 5 at McDonald's back in October of 1997. And if you go back and look, most of it is in the media as far as the racist overtones that came from that traffic stop. And what happened was me and my brother were pulled over. My brother's handicapped. He was in the passenger seat. We were going to McDonald's. And we were pulled over by Waynesville Police Department officers, plumber, and a cadet who I believe was Officer Jones or Officer Wesley. As we were discussing my headlight being out and walked to the front of the car, I moved it a little bit and it came on. It had a short in it, so it was a valid traffic stop. The cadet yelled, "Gun!" And immediately the officer grabbed me and secured me by slamming me down to the floor, to the street. When that happened, the other officer was trying to get my brother to get out of the car. And thank God, Charlie Sanders, our mayor, pulled up and took charge. He asked what the problem was. The cadet said that he'd seen a gun in the back of my hatchback Geo Metro license plate RSA 159. And when we looked back there, it was a small Walmart gift toy gun for a child that had the orange tip on it. And it was dark outside, and maybe he did think it was a real gun. But we resolved the situation. And when Charlie went back to work at Mayor's Court, he stopped into the building during the day, and there were some officers in there, and one of them said the N-word. And Charlie was a little taken back by it. And I believe he went down and filed some complaints, which would be something that you could use to substantiate this report. And then as he began to fight this flashback in council and other places, it ended up with his resignation here in Waynesville, Ohio. And I was very privy to it all because he was helping me, and that's what got it all started. I talked to different people about it, and I thought it would be a great idea, since he died in 2018 after running and becoming a U.S. representative, that we would give him a memorial like we have for the Bowmans at Bowman Park, like we have for Clint Foltz, like we have for the Charlie Morgan Chapel at the Miami Cemetery, and other places. But it's fell on deaf ears, and I hate to say it because it sounds bad for the town, but these people are very narrow-minded. And the people I'm talking about are the ones who keep electing someone associated with the Iron Horseman, Mayor Earl John Isaacs, to office. When you're represented by someone who wears a patch or has a agreement with a small group of motorcycle people, sometimes your representation overlooks some of the crime that goes on from these motorcycle gangs, one percenters, Aryan Brotherhood, Ku Klux Klan types, Cincinnati Dirty White Boys, and other gangs. And if you take a look at some of the issues here in town, they seem to circle around the house that belongs to his brother, Eugene Isaacs. And that's in Corwin, Ohio, where there was a raid in 2012 or 2013, and they found magazines from AK-47s. They found a 20-year-old that was trading sex for drugs, and there were all kinds of incidents. And the publicity alone with having a mayor for an uncle seems to deter getting the time or the punishment that's due for some of the things that were found there. He was arrested later on at the Dollar General in Corwin, Ohio, with methamphetamine, which is what he's known for. But he was in his uncle's car, the mayor's car, and that never seems to make the police blotter or get out to the media. But we need to have some changes here, and I propose something called the U.S. for Hope. And what it is a campaign to recognize citizens who are role models for our children here, not only in Waynesville, but Warren County, to show people what citizenship is. And what Charlie Sanders used to do was he would go around and take trips, and he would ask the parents in town if any of their children would like to go and to be able to be a part of the whole vacation experience. I know that I had great memories of being on one of those trips, as did many other people. And those are the things where citizens go above and beyond. They try to improve their community by offering a little bit of their time, trying to spend it out in the community, teaching kids, being role models. And that's what the Sanders family is here in Waynesville. I would love to see our citizens here band together and demand that Charlie Sanders, our mayor, who taught us how to overcome by being a Democrat in a Republican town, being black in a white town, and overcoming those challenges, not only to be the mayor, but to take the high road during controversy and seek a seat with the United States Congress.